the Gibtown Bike Fest, man, and it is Chopporama in this house right here. I'm with Eric Runyon. And Eric, man, what a job you've done putting this together. And with Born to Ride together, I think we got a heck of a team here.
Man, I think we had an awesome turnout today. We're rocking and rolling. You know, from what I've known about Gibtown in the past, that we've just dialed it up to 11. And we have a beautiful weather today. We got awesome builders. We got Brian Matera around right over here next to my shoulder. We got Bill Dodge, Eric from F&A. Man, we're blowing out the walls in there.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of talent in there. And, you know, we have a ride-in bike show, but then you go beyond the curtain and then you see the Chopporama stuff. And, you know, everybody's really just really appreciative of the magnitude of motorcycles in there.
We got some awesome talent here, and the thing is there people walking in the building and they see the ride-in bike show and they think that's Chopporama, and we're like, no, go back and check behind curtain number 2. They go back there, and the talent that we have from all around the United States here bringing these choppers is just unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, I'm not tooting my own horn because I don't like to do that, but there's been many people that have come up to me and said, Tampa's needed something like this. Thank you for having this, because we've been looking for something like this for years. So, you know, that makes me feel good to make the other people feel good, you know, make them feel good that we're putting out something that they appreciate.
And what kind of feedback have you received from some of these builders?
Man, the feedback, these guys have been to builder shows all around the United States. And according to them, we're right on par. We blew it out of the door. You know, this is a first-year gig. And, you know, the first-year gig, you're always trying to figure things out. But we kicked the door in from the very start, and these guys are impressed with what we've done. And they're looking. We're already talking about next year, so it's a success times 2.
Yeah, and with a backdrop like Gibtown Bike Fest, I mean, you can't go wrong, because it's not like we're having to just promote a bike show and a bike event. This is a whole bike rally that we're adding to. And, you know, we've done the bike shows for several years, but bringing in, I think, the Chopporama, the concept, the design of everything has really taken it to another level.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about Gibtown's been around for, what, 18 years now?
Yeah, 18 to 20 years.
You know, when we first talked about this, we wanted to do something that include the younger generation of rider. We've got us old road dogs, you know, we're used to the Gibtown thing, but we wanted to bring in a little bit more flavor, something younger for the chopper dudes and the younger guys to appreciate. And like I said, I think we hit the nail on the head, and they really enjoyed it.
Well, it's the Gibtown Bike Fest, Deb. What a day, right?
What a day is right. 2020 was off the chain with Chopporama this year at Gibtown Bike Fest. But Gibtown did a great job this year filling this whole venue. I'm telling you, with vendors, they kept it all free parking, free admission, great headline bands, and it's just what the biker community wants, you know, and they answered.
And the feedback from Chopporama, man, has been great. I mean, old school cool, and what respect from the biking community over Chopporama.
I don't care if it's old school or new school. To see these guys that really turn a wrench, turn a brain, turn everything, and put together these creations is well deserving of a show. And, you know, they all came out today, and you just got to appreciate all of them. My gosh, that's some good stuff in there.
Yeah, and the ride-in bike show is great too. And you know, Gibtown, like you said, does it right. The vendors, everybody's happy, great food, entertainment, Confederate Railroad. When other people were banning Confederate Railroad, Gibtown hired them. And like you said, it's all free.
That's right. This is a showman's association. The bottom line is they want to show you and entertain you what they can do. They're not worried. They do have a really great charity. They give back to children at Christmas time, or may not have a Christmas, or, you know, a little bit, you know, have some situations going on, but they do a great job giving back to their community. But they want to show you. They are showmen, and they dang sure did a good time in 2020. They showed us, didn't they?
They did. So I'm telling you guys, we had a great time here at Gibtown Bike Fest. Next year's going to be even bigger. We got bigger and better plans. Support Gibtown, because they support you, the biker community. And we'll be right back with more here on Born to Ride.
Hey, I'm Finn. I'm the singer and guitarist of the Picture Books. Well, all the way away from Germany, doing a tour right now all across the States, and we're here at Born to Ride Chopporama having a good time.
Man, you guys are killing it though. You're really popular out there on the underground, and
Yeah.
you're doing stuff with Harley Davidson. Tell me about that.
Yeah. At some point, Philip and I, we built choppers out of old Harleys and stuff. And at some point, we got a call from Harley, and they basically said, like, hey, can you build whatever you're building with those old can you build that with some of the newer bikes? Yeah. And we're like, sure. And they hooked us up with two brand new Softails at that point. And we kind of chopped them together with a company called Thunderbike Customs that kind of helped us out because we weren't used to all those cables. The older bike, like our bikes have like 3 cables, and like all of a sudden we're like, we put the seat off and we're looking at like USB cables, and we're like, oh man, we need some help here. But we managed to do that, and yeah, man.
What's happening now? You're on tour with like Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're playing a whole bunch of our own shows too, and we're also on tour with Steve Harris from Iron Maiden with his band called British Lion right now, which is a lot of fun. And we'll be heading out to Europe after this, and then we'll be coming back to the States in April and May. We'll be doing a arena tour with Volbeat and Clutch.
Awesome. Any Florida dates?
Oh, there is. Yeah.
No, actually,
it's not.
No.
Oh my God, no.
So if someone hasn't heard of you guys, tell me, what are you guys, the core, what is it all about for you guys, Picture Books, man?
Well, here's the thing, man. We're skateboarders that like to ride and build motorcycles, okay? So the way we approach music is, I think, a little different than a professional musician would do. We try not to follow genre or anything like this, right? This is stuff that comes from our heart, and we'll try to express whatever's going on in there, and whatever comes out, comes out. And I guess when people out here, when we tour here at the gas stations, people come to you like, y'all in a band or something? What kind of music y'all do? And so what can you do? You can't give them the whole speech of blah, 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 and we do this and that. So I guess the short answer is a heavy blues rock, but we try to have a different approach to all of that, and try to
Keep it simple, keep it tribal.
keep it tribal. This is more.
And you guys are based out of Europe, right? Where
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, we're born and raised in Germany. It's a small town, nothing going on there. But I guess it was a good thing being from there, because that's what got us out of there, you know? Like, that was the whole drive. We need to find something that gets us out of here. And music was the thing that made that happen. And now we're playing 200 shows a year all across the world. And we're really happy to call America a second home right now, and love being here. And yeah, just can't wait to just keep coming back here, you know? We just love it.
That's so awesome. Now, how can people get in touch with you? How can they see your product? How can they contact you to get some more gigs or just to come see what you're doing, man?
Man, you know how it is nowadays. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that will be easy to find there. And other than that, thepicturebooks.com, that'll lead you to anything
Awesome.
picture books wise.
And tell me real quick, what's the name about? Picture Books, you know, it's a little different. So tell me the concept of that.
I would love to give you the cool answer with like a deep meaning, but the thing was, we had our very first show, and the promoter calls me. He's like, hey man, yeah, the show is going to happen, but we're printing the posters now. We don't know your name. And I just said the Picture Books. I didn't think about it, never thought about it before. This is the name that came out. It was on the poster, and all of a sudden we managed to have feelings for that name, right? So we stick to it.
That's awesome, man. And, you know, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to come to Givetown and be a part of
yeah.
Born to Ride and
Hell yeah.
Chopporama. Any last words?
Don't die.
Any last words?
Yeah, don't ride helicopters because not for $20. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Continuing coverage here at Givetown Bike Fest Chopporama, probably with one of the standout guys today, and it's really great to have you here, Brian Butera, and you're like from Florida, from Polk County, right?
Yeah, yep, Lakeland, Florida. I've been back there about 7 years. I've traveled all over. From out west, grew up out west, but Lakeland's home. That's where the shop's at.
Tell me about the concept of your designs and what you do.
I build my bikes from the frame up, so I design the frames and front ends, and I build really simple, minimalistic, stripped-down bikes around vintage Harley motors. So just classic choppers, horsepower and metal.
Yeah, and I mean, they're totally original, but they got that old school feel for sure, but internationally known, man. I mean, you've gone all over the world with the creations that you've created.
Yeah, I'd never been out of the country before I started building bikes, and it's taken me all over the world, and friends all over the world, Switzerland, Abu Dhabi, Germany this year, so it's been pretty amazing. Yeah.
How cool is that when different languages, different countries, but the motorcycle brings everybody to a common stance?
Yeah, from being the Middle East and everywhere else, and the camaraderie that the motorcycles bring together, it's amazing. It really is. And even here today, you see it amongst the builders and everybody, the bikes and the families coming in. Motorcycles are a special thing, man. You see it from Japan to California to here. It's the scene that's happening, and it's a grassroots custom scene, so people appreciate it. A lot of these guys are in small shops, myself included, behind the house and little things, and it's some of the best bikes in the Southeast are here. And some of these bikes I've seen all around the country that have traveled to some of the biggest shows. So it's great to get them all together here close to home.
Yeah, it's unbelievable because these bikers, they're real bikers here, and they really appreciate it, and I think they really have a lot of respect for what they're seeing because they don't get to see it as much as they'd probably like to.
Yeah, and with my bikes, they're all rideable, functional bikes, and I think, as far as I know, everyone, or for the most part, all of them in there are. So it's gives some legitimacy to what we build and what we do. The bikes have proven themselves, and that goes a long way with the true bikers too.
So can you tell us anything about the third one? Because I know you got something in that pocket, man, talking about it.
Yeah, it's totally different scene, different style. It's a 73 shovel. But it's going to be a little something different from us, so I'm excited to show everybody.
I'm sure everybody's looking forward to that. And one other thing, man, it's always cool because you're like a family, too. Your wife's there with you with the blood, sweat, and tears, How important is family to what we all do in this whole industry?
It's big, the friendships, like I said earlier, around the world, and the guys that do this, and we help each other. Everybody has their strong suits, and yeah, the people closest to you, I don't care who you are, you can't do it alone. So to have people to support you means everything.
That's cool. Now, if someone wants to see more of your creations or learn more about you, how can they get in touch with you or see more about Brian?
I'm on Instagram mainly. It's Butera's Metalworks, WERX, and Brian Butera on Facebook. Pretty easy to get a hold of.
We'll be right back with more.
Born to Ride!
Hey, it's Debbie with Born to Ride, TV, magazine, multimedia. We got it all covered. And ladies, 2020 is going to be their year because I know that you want more activities for ladies, more events, more rallies. And you know what? I stepped up to the plate. I put the brakes on. I said, it's time. You ladies deserve the attention, and 2020 is going to be your year. Stay tuned. Debbie from Born to Ride is going to make it happen for you.
Continuing coverage of Chopporama, man, with Steven. Steven, you've got a vision, man, and that bike in there is really awesome. Tell me about a little bit about your style.
Old school, man. Original Harley parts are handmade. So big on stainless steel, big on performance and lines and style. Metal flake paint.
What's some of your inspiration?
Choppers Inc., Warren Lane. I really like Brian Butera, Bill Dodge, Indian Larry, obviously. Anything old.
That's cool, man, because you're a young guy, but you got that old school in your veins, it seems like. But what you created is really kind of old school cool, man. And people really love your style. We love it, and we're happy that you're here at Chopporama, man. What do you think about it?
It's the first time here, and hoping we definitely come back next year. It's an awesome feel here, great people. You know, the bikes are awesome. A lot of Justin Valancourt's bike, all the original old school choppers and metal and paint, and it's a great time.
You're local too, like you're right out of like Zephyr Hills, right? You want to tell people where they can get in touch with you?
Yeah, Zephyr Hills at Hellbender's Motorcycle, probably the best way to get us.
Cool. Good job, man. Well, thank you so much. Great job out there on the bike, and we'll be right back with more from Chopporama and Born to Ride at the Gibtown Bike Trail.
What's up? I'm Finn, and this is Philip from the Picture Books, and you're watching Born to Ride. Yeehaw!
But Gary, the Gibtown Bike Fest, tell me what you just told me, Gary.
I said, I love your show. It's amazing. I watch it every week. I tape it. It's set on my DVR to record it. So I love it. It's amazing. You bring a bike culture to Florida that it needs to have. And I love the whole family you have with your dad and everything like that, with going to the cemetery and stuff like that. I watch it so all the time. And it's a great show. You know, and I can't thank you enough for having that, for me to be there Sunday night at like 11:30, and I can sit there and watch it. So it's great.
Oh, man, but tell me about your arm there.
I tattooed this because this is my favorite road, 39A. It's a road that's up in Floral City, and this is Born to Ride because I'm born to ride. That's all I do is ride, and I love it, and I love the passion you guys bring to riding. So thank you so much.
I can't thank you enough. That's what's happening today at the Gibtown Bike Fest. What do you think about Chopporama? How'd you have? Did you have a good time?
Yep, great first show. Looking forward to next year.
We can't thank you guys enough for adding what you added to the show. We really appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about where you're located and what you do for people on motorcycles.
Great Speed Cycle, St. Petersburg, Florida. We do everything from oil changes, tire changes, to full custom builds. We sell parts, apparel, accessories. That's it.
All right, St. Pete, how can they get in touch with you?
GraySpeed.com, Instagram, same thing with Facebook.
Freak Show Ride with Drew, man. Drew, thanks for being a part of Chopporama. What'd you think of the show?
Oh, thanks for having me. It was a great show. It was a good turnout, lots of people. positive energy, good vibes. It was fun, good time.
Man, I'm telling you what, people really like what you guys brought here today and yesterday, and it's really a cool culture that was here. People really dig it, man.
It's a good community that we have here. The chopper community in Florida is pretty great. Everyone's like-minded people in one place. My shop's an appointment-only shop. It's down in Fort Myers, Florida. I do everything from custom one-offs, parts, paint, seats, make fancy grips. I can make just about anything from frames, front ends to full motorcycles and parts.
Cool. How do they get in touch with you?
Instagram's the easiest thing. It's Freak Show Fab. Instagram, probably the easiest way to get hold of me.
That's awesome, man. I can't thank you enough. Any last words?
No, have a good one.
All right, thanks. Hold on, let me show you your shirt. Kenny from Hellbenders, man. Kenny, what a show, huh? Gibbstown Bike Fest.
Hey guys, I'm telling you what, if you miss this one here, you missed the show. This is probably the most people I've ever seen here, and I've been here for the last 5 years. Chopporama really brought the people in, it brought the builders in. It just brought everybody to a first class deal here. You know, I really can't say a whole lot about what was going on, but you know, Ronnie, Glennie, and Born to Ride, and Eric, they really put on a hell of a show here for us guys. Can't wait to do it for the next year.
Yeah, and Kenny,
really looking forward to it.
The bike that came out of your shop was incredible. One of the hottest bikes here. Tell a little bit about that and your guy.
Yeah, it's Stephen Toft. As a matter of fact, he's got a little 76 shovelhead. He built the frame. He's done everything to that thing. Got so much blood, sweat, and tears into it. It's an incredible piece. You really just got to see the detail in that motorcycle, how much time and effort that he's put into it to really make this thing happen for this show.
Yeah, for a young man, he's got a lot of old school vibes.
Stephen Toft came up old school. There's no doubt. He's been working for so many people from Indian Larry to Bill Dodge to you name it. I mean, he's worked for so many different people, and bringing him to Hellbenders has really been it's just a step up for us. There's no doubt about it, what he can produce and what he can bring to the company.
Yeah, that brings a lot of culture to your shop. Tell me a little bit about Hellbenders, where you're located and what you can do for the average rider.
37742 Elam Boulevard in Zephyr Hills, Florida. We can manufacture, we can build anything that you can dream. That's what we do. We build dreams. You know, if you can just come up with it, we can make it happen. We put it on the computer, then we send it out to you.
But you also do regular things like oil changes, tires, maintenance?
Correct. We work on all V-twin Harley Davidsons, choppers, whatever's got to be done. We do tires, we do balancing, we do motors, we do oil changes. Anything that we need done to the motorcycle can be done at our shop.
Yeah, man, we can't thank you enough for being a part of Chopporama and really helping out by coming up with the prize today and the extra sponsorship you gave us. We really thank you, Kenny.
Hey guys, it's been a really pleasure. It's been an awesome meeting all these new builders and stuff. We hardly ever get all these guys together in one place and we can actually sit down and talk. It's just been an incredible show. Really looking forward to doing it again soon.
All right, man, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Born to Ride.
We'll be right back with more.
Born to Ride!
What's happening, man? Great to have you here at Gibbstown at Chopporama. What are you thinking, man?
I love Gibbstown. I love it. I love this place. I'd like to move here. It's so cool.
Well, you got your shop in Daytona, right? Tell us about it.
I'm good. I'm coming. Yeah, I love it here. It was a lot of fun so far. I mean, we still got the rest of today, but it's been a great show. A lot of cool people. Noticed that a lot of the people around, the workers and the guests, are much kinder than most bike rallies.
Yeah, and what you guys have brought to this building had a lot of culture and coolness, man. People are really digging it.
We love our bikes, so it's nice to show them off and have fun with everybody. But unfortunately, we love it too much. It's part of us.
Yeah, man. So, Eric, man, tell me about you. You're kind of a local guy, too, right?
Yeah, local guy. Lakeland, so not too far at all. 30 minutes away.
I mean, people are freaking out on the bikes in there, but that one everybody's talking about always is that purple, unbelievable chopper thing. Tell me about that bike.
It's a 65 Ironhead. It's got a 50 over front end. It's got 2 front heads and downdraft Weber carbs, 2 magnetos, all kinds of, pretty much everything's build that bike, and me and my friend Josh built it together and had a good time. Took a while to build it, but it came out pretty good. They were doing some crazy stuff with like long bikes and even longer than that.
Yeah.
Way longer. So it's wild what they did over there.
Well, I remember interviewing at the swap meet, man, when you had that BMW.
Yeah.
And like it enduroed it out. Man, that was like way ahead of its time with visionary design, man.
Put like a chain drive on it and converted it to a chain drive. So.
Do you still have it?
And I do still have it.
Yeah. It's cool because I can see the inspiration that you've given others this weekend.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, to be able to do that.
I like it. I like it a lot. I want to come back.
Yeah. Cool thing about it, it's a rally, so it's not like we just had to have the people come for this show.
Yeah.
The rally already brings the people. We just highlighted something really cool
you had
this
those dirt bike kids over there acting crazy too. That's pretty awesome. Man, those guys are having a good time also.
Well, how do you sum it up? Any last words? And how can people get in touch with you too?
They can follow me on Instagram, FNA Custom Cycles, or just Google it. It'll come up, and they can get a hold of me through my website. So,
oh, man, any last words?
Just having a good time, hanging out.
All right, cool, man. Bill, any last words, man?
Right, choppers.
Yeah, how do they get in touch with you?
Just call me up on my phone or blingcycles.com or Bling Cycles on Instagram also. My phone number's been out there so long, you could probably ask your next door neighbor. They probably have it.
All right, guys, I really appreciate it.
Have a good day, man.
Give me a thumbs up.